Hello, and welcome back to Fate Extra CCC. So, today we're gonna go ahead and, do the Jinako's boss fight, but before that we need to go to the Student Council. Before any of that, let's just see if Cass has anything new to say. Nope. Alright. Let's just go ahead and do the thing, and then we can go to the boss fight. We're all here. Today, before confronting Jinako Karigiri, there's something we need to confirm. Hakuno, do you remember how we were told in a previous briefing that no floors exist in the labyrinth beyond the 12th? Now that he mentions it, it feels like I've heard about this. How, according to Sakura's observations, six floors were added to the labyrinth after Rani was freed. It's been 6 floors since Rani was freed, and now are on the 12th. I didn't even realize, but we've cleared the entire labyrinth. Yes, we've done it. You've done splendidly with the exploration up until this point. I was worried that the labyrinth was going to be extended before we reached the 12th floor. The other alter ego, capable of becoming a sentinel, is showing absolutely no signs of itself. Maybe it's intentional, maybe it didn't make it in time. I don't know what PB intends, but the truth is there are only 12 floors. Following the feed that Ryan and Rani formulated, I verified it countless times. Everything below the 12th floor we've explored is completely empty. None of the echo pings have returned. Ren boastfully swells up with pride. I don't even match BB. It feels like Achilles finally caught up with the turtle. It's a turtle after all. Enzino's arrow has finally hit the target. I suppose we could say this AI is limited by its reliance on humanity's history, assets from the past. However, that's because BB is sticking to her stance as an AI. A perfect opportunity like this may not come a second time. That's why here, there's something we need, Hakuno, for the Student Council's general affairs to do for us. Huh? After confirming that Jinako Karigiri's relief has disappeared, we'll have you continue straight to the labyrinth end without break. The labyrinth end goes to the near side. Miss Tosaka, Rani, and Sakura may teleport you to the near side as soon as you arrive. I've said this before, but just one person gets back, the moon cell will detect an anomaly and BB will be deleted. Once we destroy Jinako's wall, BB will likely pressure us with obstacles. Pawns exhausted, and she'll come at us with full force. That's why. We'll head to the goal before BB catches on to us. After we beat Jinako and Karna, we'll have to evade a panicked BB and reach the end of the labyrinth by whatever means necessary. That's right. It's the very best plan we have at present. If all BB amounted to some mere rogue health management AI, then my hand wouldn't be enforced like this. But their thought routine prioritizes self-preservation. If I consider that, this is very dangerous indeed. BB is an AI who will be deleted if the moon cell finds her. BB knows this, that's why. Sooner or later, her priority will switch to eliminating the moon cell so that she survives. That's way out there. No, it could happen. BB may be more human-like than even human, but deep down she's an AI. She performs mechanically, doing whatever she can as much as he can, which means if I'm eventually going to be deleted by the moon cell, then I must hijack the moon cell first. It's possible that this is an extremely natural conclusion that will come to pass. That's right. Once I heard BB prioritize her self-preservation, I thought, this is bad. It doesn't seem like she realizes it, but if she just hides out on the far side of the moon cell will catch at her some point. So before that happens, she'll encroach on the entire moon cell, like the far side. She'll eventually hit on that as an answer. Yes, BB no longer has any obedience instructions towards the moon cell. She's capturing masters and taking servants until her functionality expands. She'll stand up to the moon cell soon enough. So listen everyone, before that happens, please stop BB. That's why we done. Karna will likely be formidable, but he's simply Jinako's guard. Our eyes are on our true hurdle, BB. Keep that in mind when we break down Jinako Karigiri's walls then. Please defeat BB. Solio says, not skipping a beat. I intended to advance on him with the best look of defiance I could muster, but the Student Council President cheerfully ignores it. Hey Haku, I'm sure you know this already, but I'll remind you just in case. Don't miss anything with your equipment. Don't feel like you need to skip out on items. Okay? That guy Gato went out like that because he was asking for it, you know? I told him so many times, but he just wouldn't listen. But you still have room for improvement, Haku. If you're careless and something happens, I won't be able to sleep at night. I give a stiff nod. Rin smiles. She holds herself like she usually does, but her eyes are somewhat swollen. It looks like she hardly got any rest. Leo stares at Rin, who's planning some things ahead, and Riley from the side. I thought hard about this, but even in that final place that's still intact are the workings of her soul, her conscience. I will be happy if morning turns into power to move forward. Well, still. Ultimately, no one here shed the act of sacrificing or the defeated to put themselves ahead. Mojigato himself has the same way. This is the way it goes. Jinako Karagiri alone is a regular who managed to avoid that leash. I think the reason Gato wanted to help her was because she felt she was naive and lost, but good-natured on the inside. But right now she's also fallen into a trap that is frightening to us. This is where we find it out if Mojigato, the person closest to and most unbecoming of a saint, has had his reach Jinako or not. Of course, I'll never forget my gratitude, or rather, he's the kind of person I'd have to wish in the Holy Grail to forget about. Humans really are complex. You can't measure what's within just with theories. If things didn't come to this, never in my life would I have been aware I got those human nature. Leo smiles vaguely, bitterly, then looks around the student council and says, "Did we get contact from the others?" Ronnie suddenly stands up and comes over to me. Kara has answered our request and finished her preparations. Ronnie's behaving formally, fixes her eyes on me. Hakuno, I also have hope in you. If you ever get forced to make a choice, please don't hesitate to choose yourself above all else. That is my wish. You deserve to live more than anyone. May Venus, the morning star, guide your way. Now then, please head to Jinako's relief, Hakuno. The student council officers will prepare to back you up. Henceforth, the Tsukimihara Student Council launches its fourth action, its last mission. At last, it's time to return to the news side. It's all riding on Hakuno Kishinami's final struggle. Let's prepare immaculately this time and face against Jinako. As I move to leave the student council room, Leo approaches the window to address the night. His words seem concerning and stayed in my mind. Unconcerned, the solar night, staring at the orange glazed ground, answers thus. Does it feel like tomorrow morning will be clear skies?
Leo.
Yes, Leo. I think the dark night clouds shall be swept away. As if breaking through, the dark crimson of sunrise eventually turns into a blue sky. I'm sure the wind will sweep over the hills and will graze the manes of our blackened racing steeds under the foliage-laden filled light. And then we'll be ushered into a castle's gates of yore, and our long parched throats will be quenched. I'm sure we'll celebrate the king's returns, see the maidens whirling as flowers do, and love one another as sworn friends. Well, that sure wasn't ominous at all. Alright, let's go back in. We need to... talk to Ronnie here. The final battle is nigh. Hakuno, do you have Launcher's Matrix? Not already mentioned this, I forgot about it. I was such a rush to get at Jinako's cheese that I left Launcher's Karna's Matrix incomplete. In that case, I recommend gathering some information in the library. He's one of many famous heroes of India's mythology. There should be a detailed description of him in the sacred I always struggle with this name. Mahabharata. Makes sense. Knowing that makes this a lot easier. Before going into the relief, let's stop by the library to investigate. First floor. I think I should check out my, yeah, almost. No, I'm gonna need that because I am going to, grind it to level 30 a bit before we actually go to the boss fight off camera. Of course, you guys don't have to see that. It's right over here. Found it. It's the Mahabharata, which supposedly contains descriptions of Karna. Since Ronnie called it sacred, I figured it would be pretty long and complicated, but this is a bit beyond what I imagined. Let's see, this massively thick book has how many volumes? Pardon me, I forgot to tell you something. The Mahabharata is extremely long, so to read it normally won't take time. Seems I was too late. Please don't look into the communication terminal with a donkey off to be sold. No need to worry. I'll be from a lookup to gather only the main points. All in one matrix. That should be readable, right? I nod fiercely. Thank you, Rani. Looking good those glasses today too. Let's head back to my room for now and let's look over this matrix. Let's not. And that's basically just showing off how to get all the matrices. If you want to look at the matrix, I read them all in the Saber Let's Play, so there's that. Alright, so I'm gonna grind out a bit till we're level 30 with Caster. So yeah, I will see you all at the wall to fight Jinako. So see you in a second. Alright, we're back. Thing done. Grinding done. We didn't get any new skills, but we're 2 levels ahead. Before I forget, we gotta open the menu. Let's switch up the first strike with there we go. Sword of Repentance, physical damage and stun on enemy. And let's go ahead. Hey Kiara, ready for us? This is where Jinako ran off to, isn't it? Unlike Rin and Rani, the foundations are less firm. Unlike a newly born, the innocent alter ego, this relief's pattern is filled with weaknesses and contradictions unique to humans. I mustn't. While it begs my curiosity, I must end my idle talks here. Listen, Jinako is important, but countering Bibi remains a priority. Bibi is merely playing, however, once everyone corners her, she'll bite back. Although we're the ones cornered in this place, I cannot imagine what a corner Bibi will plan. She must be captured quickly at all costs. I may begin to infiltrate right away. Are your preparations in order, Hakuno? Let me know when you're ready. Alright, we're ready. Let's get this show on the road. Very well, as always, entrust everything to me. I care such will be prudent, with prudence. Care shall take charge of Hakuno. I take a long deep breath and listen to my mind. I'll be fine. I've been through this 3 times already. I relax my worries animosity, my worries, animosity, and pressures. Pour my consciousness into Kiara, my wavering mind and body loosen until. I fall within an intense atmosphere. Jinako's mind was unique. It lacked the same influence as the others. Rin, Rani, Leo, and Lip's minds were wells of dissatisfaction towards the world, towards the ideals, towards themselves. But Jinako's mind murmurs solely of dissatisfaction towards itself. The mind targets only the mind for punishment. Jinako's voice isn't directed towards us. She mutters to herself without cease. Not a single whisper goes out to me or Caster. It was painfully obvious that Jinako's true enemy wasn't Hakuno Kishinami the invader, but Jinako herself.
ルートは単純な方がいいと思う。起伏なんていらない。余分なイベントなんて無駄。ショートカットするくらいでちょうどいい。だってどんなに幸福でもパパが死んだ、ママが死んだ、フラグなんて存在しなかった。私の人生はイージーモードもスコア稼ぎのいらないゲームも仲間だっていっぱいできたよ。みんなネットでは変わらない仲間だった。私の人生は順風満帆。皆さんはクソゲー強制プレイでご愁傷様。僕がジナコさんは勝ち組です。でもなんでいつの間にか私は一人になってたの。恋人、就職、成功、結婚、何よそれ。楽しそうにイベントクリアしちゃってさ。面倒なんじゃなかったの？苦しいんじゃなかったの？汗かいて泣いて笑ってバカじゃないの。こんなゲームに本気になっちゃって。あ、そっか、みんなバカなんですね今回。バカと友達にはなれんわ。僕はバカじゃないからちょっとね。つるむとかね、引くわ。友情とか努力とか勝利とか引くわ。そんなのもう忘れちゃったわ。だって私もうすぐみそじだもん。今さら外になんか出られないもん。外に出たって辛いだけだもん。なんでみんな楽しそうなの？なんでみんなキラキラ人やってるの？どうして私は楽しくないの？あ、嘘です。ジナコさん嘘つきました。チート最強、イージーモード万歳、イベントスキップ余裕。超楽しい、すごい幸せ、早く終わるなバカ。嘘だよ。全部嘘。現実とか嘘。私も嘘。私は現実にはいない。あの時から消息不明。電気だけ消費する透明人間。だから構わないで。もう私に期待しないで。私を仲間とか言わないで。私には何もできないの。そういう風に生きてきたの。自分から全部置いてきちゃったの。だから何もできない私はこのまま。
Minako's suffocating soliloquy comes to rest. Her inner voice pleads for its own destruction. Except, can such a plea truly be so? The voice whispers that everything is a lie. Are these the conclusions or not also fabrications? Self-denial is human nature. It's a hardship that everyone bears, not just Jinako. A journey through the infinitely hallucinating mind. After this momentarily sensation, or perhaps this passing of an eternity, I approach the center of Jinako's heart. Despite being inside the core of the labyrinth, the depth of her mind, Jinako is nowhere to be found. Karna loomed ahead. A caster immediately prepares to engage in combat.
現れたなキャスター。不本意だが、ここがお前との別れの時のようだ。
おやこちらお久しぶり。マスターにいらない子宣言されたのにまだ律儀に付き合っているんですか？言っておきますが、あなたの過保護はあまりにも純粋すぎます。将来性を信じられても重荷になるだけの人間もいるのです。ジナコさんもその一人。 あなたが正しくあろうとすればするほど主を追い詰めているんだって分かってます？
戦慮なのはそちらの方だ。俺は正しい英霊などではないし、そもそもジナコには何も期待していない。ジナコの将来性を期待する者がいるとすれば、それはジナコ本人だけだ。何者であれ、彼女の在り方に口出しすることはできない。お前とてそうだろう。マスターを守るでも導くでもなく、寄り添うことを良しとしている。たとえその先が報われぬ未来でも、己のわがままで運命をねじ曲げることはしない。口ではいろいろと欲望だだ漏れだがな。本性は主に準じる純情狐というわけだ。
Arne stands firm like the stern chief butler of a mansion. He regards his enemies, yet maintains his courtesy. His serenity overwhelmingly intimidates his back.
ジナコ自身もこれ以上潜み続けていられないことを承知している。お前の主はこの短期間に如実に強くなった。戦力の話ではない、心構えの話だ。迷宮の先へ進もうとする無比無類の粘り強さは、ジナコにとっておぞましい脅威として映っているだろう。 SG を解体され、もはやただただ漠然とした恐怖に支配されながら身動きの取れないジナコとは対照的だ。だが今はそれだけではない。冷たい炎のようにじりじりと心を焦がすものがある。
Her guilt, I suppose. I remember to which Karna nods.
刺すような自責の念がガトー・モンチを憎みきれぬままに見捨てた後悔がジナコを縛っている。俺はガトーに感謝している。狂気の淵に立つ我が主人をかろうじてとどめているのはあの男の。
やめてよ。なんすか、公開処刑っすか。どうしてとっととサーバントの役目を果たさないっすか。本当にこの大外れサーバント。
Jinako makes her appearance. Having lost her composure, she clutches Lancer. She looks nothing like the dauntless game champ, although her looks never made any claim to that title in the first place.
もう終わりにする。全部終わりにする。私らが負けても勝っても戦おう。それで終わるならそうしよう。それしかないっしょ。
No, I won't play along with your desperation.
だったら何なんすか。人の心にずかずか入ってきてただ来ただけとか究極ストーカーっすね。どうせあなただって私のことどうしようもないやつだって思ってるんでしょ。そうだよ、私どうしようもないもん。なら殺せばいいじゃん。怖くないよ。だってみんな最後には死ぬんだから。
Jinako is still fixated on death. Her survival instincts are waning beyond control. Even if we fight, this won't turn out well. Win or lose, the results will be Jinako, being battered between her weakness and powerlessness. In that case, I wanted to tell Gato thanks. Jinako's face turns pale.
認めてしまえば楽になるのに、強情っぱりですよね。別に構いません。私は実力で屈服させてみせましょう。だって痛いのお好きなんでしょ。
言わない。絶対に言わないっす。絶対に言わないから。おっさんが死んだのは私のせいじゃないし、おっさんは初めから死んでたんだし。何をしても私たちは救われないんだ。今さら悔やんでも誰も彼もパパもママも
私の時間もさよさも戻ってこない。私は消えない。外になんか出ない。ずっとこのままでいいんだ。いい。もういいんだ。私は何もいらないから。こいつら追い出して、二度とここに来られないように世界から消し去って。
命令とあらば従おう。我が槍のボーイを持って彼らを焼き尽くす。お前の内にある暗き炎がお前自身を燃やし尽くすまで消えぬというなら、俺は雨風を遮る覆いになるまで。行くぞキャスター。時期尚早だがここが貴様の七と知れ。
And off we go. Caster,
くだらない思考
Launcher, and Jinako.
命をかけるほどのものか。
Live or die by the sword.
人間が救われないのは当たり前です。そんな無駄口叩けなくなるようアルバイトに放り込んでやりましょう。うるさい、このショアルミコモドキ。ファルナ、あいつには手加減いらないからね。
承知している。手加減して勝てる相手ではない。あれは俺と同格、いや格上の神霊だ。
Yeah, technically, I do think in terms of divinity, Karna is more like a half. Like, I don't really know Indian mythology, but from what I understand, he's more like half, like Hercules, Heracles, than Tamamo, who's a full goddess. Anyways, let's go ahead and do the this. Let's go for this. Let's try to stun the guy, break, so we can do the stuff. Do this and then attack. Alright, let's see what we can do.
日輪不足となる。
Alright, we buffed as well. That's great, actually. Awesome. We got our stuff back immediately. She's gonna... Didn't do anything. Great. It's alright. She's annoying that she takes MP from us. Yeah, I remember that. She's annoying in that case. Nice. Is he gonna guard? He did guard. Ah, man, I was actually... Okay.
能天気さでは間違いなく、俺も恥が高い。
花、そこは花っていうのよ、絶対。
Alright, let's go for... Actually, let's go for a break here. We go for this and then this. Alright, let's see how this goes. Hopefully we can stun him. Nice stun acquired. Got damage. Even there. Even there as well. We got the hit. That should stun him. There we go. Then we get another hit. Nice. Right, gotta heal her now. Let's go for break. Let's go for a good old stun here. That. Let's go for that. Let's go one of these, and let's go for a break. All right. Let's see. Gotta kill her up. Nice. We got that one right. Nice stun. She got the annoying thing. Luckily, we got the thing right away. Frigid Heaven again. She guarded. Alright, that's great. Alright. Let's go for Bestial Sky, then go for this. This. We can do one of these and this. Alright, let's see how that one works out for us. Alright, let's see. Hopefully he doesn't guard. He did. Awesome. Oh, and he got the stun off. Ah, shit, that's bad.
炎天よ走れ
But I think we got this. Alright, we survived. That's all that matters.
このままサクッと片付けましょう
Alright, cure here. We do a little bit of guarding. We go for another Bestial Sky. We go for this. I don't know if she's gonna do we'll guard here. The thing is, I don't know if she's gonna do we need to put the thing back on, the MP regeneration. Awesome, we got that one right.
よし
Right, Bestial Sky. Follow up with another 1000 damage. There we go, his Noble Phantasm is ready.
お前ら自重しろっと
That's bad for us.
返しますね
Yeah, we're gonna have to use the heal one on that one again. Oh, nice, we got a free turn on that one, perfect.
うまい
That's skill seal is also is pretty detrimental to us.
どうするマスター
よーし投げ払え
Alright, we're gonna heal ourselves. I don't remember if he's gonna use it at the beginning or the end, so let's just go for that one, and then we can do this. I'm gonna go for that one there. Alright, we're gonna see.
一遍も残しません
Gonna have to take that debuff away from us. Alright, let's see. I'm pretty sure he used it like at the beginning.
頼むぞ組んだ
No, it's just a buff. Okay. Oh, nice critical.
その魂いただきましょう
Alright.
神々の王の慈悲
Ah,
を
he used it at the end.
インドライ勝つの
I think we're dead.
絶滅とはこれこの人差し焼き尽くせわさびにしやすい
No, we're not dead. We survived that. I want to reload since we survived, so we have to live with the consequences.
是非もなし
It's unfortunate, but it is what it is.
ちょあれで生きてるって人類じゃないよ
Let's go for this.
苦しまる畳みかけるぞ
Alright, let's save here. We got a hit. We got a hit. Fiery Heaven should stun him.
走れ
Yeah. Then we go for
なら殴る
recovery
炎天よ走れ
again. Nice. Awesome. That's great.
押されているなジナコ覚悟はできている
Right, he's gonna use his
負けちゃう負けちゃうカルナなんとかして
仕方あるまい限界まであがいてみるか
we're gonna use this. He's gonna use this annoying little thing, right? Let's just go for this. Let's go for this. Hopefully he gets the stun off here, so let's see.
ではではプレッシャーが
Alright, we wanna... We got hit, that's fortunate. Even... Alright,
ごまのか
we gotta hope that he doesn't... we got the stun off. We got MP back. Hopefully he gets stunned again.
ごまの焚き火と参りましょう
Awesome. Stunned again.
なら殴る
Alright, we're pretty close.
なんか予感が漂ってきた
Alright, just... We're gonna go for Bestial Sky followed by this, followed by another Bestial Sky followed by this, and that should be just enough to kill him. I think it might actually be overkill, but let's see.
もう残しません
Depending if he's actually strong enough to kill us while we're buffing up, let's see.
ちょっと
I think he might be buffing... No, he just hit us. Alright, go caster.
ごまの焚き火と
We will
参りましょう
survive one more hit of the guy. Of course he got it now. Guess if I would hit from him. Yeah, alright. This has to kill him. There we go. Nice. Bit close, but we got him. Karna looks took a full blow of the chest on the chest from Caster, and that doesn't fall. I shudder at the sight of his spirit and his endurance. That was definitely a fatal wound. Even if he's a servant, he won't be able to avoid fading if it goes any further. Yet after taking such a blow, Karna stands. It's true that it isn't due to some healing skill or immortality skill. Incredibly, by the mere strength of his will, he is enduring a fatal wound.
あなた、何をしているか分かっています？神に連なる者が自然法則を足毛にしていいと思っているんですか？
I bet it's taking everything for him just to breathe. Karna doesn't respond. Which leaves one person. The only person left is Jinako, dazed. She lost Gato and Karna has completely defeated. It's evident how far back into a corner Jinako is now. But that doesn't mean we can go easy on her. If showing her pity results in Jinako slipping away, no good will have come from any of this. I lock eyes with her and with her startled anticipation. My God, with her startled and anticipatory gaze. I mustn't hesitate. If I'm going to let Jinako's mind bear, if I don't, then we won't move on, and she won't move on.
"来た。ついに来てしまったっすね。このファイナルステージに。飛んで火にいるなんてやら、ここまでの展開が巧みな演技だったとか僕はマジ作詞っす。
Froda's dim space, a strangely energetic voice echoes. It's definitely Jinako's voice, but this baseless confidence, with careless and oblivious made statements, was she really?
そう、すべてはこうなるよう計算づくの行動だったのであった。BB 主催、あなたを捕まえれば月の女王に昇格させてあげるキャンペーン。その特殊イベント、僕が余裕で達成したっす。もう出口はないっすよ。
I turned around in the darkness, and the distinct mental wall comes into view. Jinako isn't joking, this is just like back with Rin and Rani, so a part of Jinako's mind was synchronized with BB.
え ?BB と同期私がなんで
Why? That's what I want to ask. Apparently BB hasn't tampered with Jinako's mind. Which means that everything that happened up until now and her defiance in lieu of the situation was all of her own accord. What a hopeless 30-year-old Jinako is.
ダメじゃないもんこんなの普通でしょだって BB についた方がお得だもん言っておくけど私は悪くないまだ誰にも負けてないだから反省なんかしないつうかこの役回り割と楽しかったしボス気分っていうの上から目線って最高だよねみんなが困っていようが関係ないもん困らせるのがセンチネルの仕事だしあなたはここでデッドエンドよ
I can't believe this. It's as if she's feeling no remorse, although it's obvious that she's acting tough. I thought Jinako's mind was wide open at this point, but it looks like it won't be so easy. I guess I have to do it. It truly pains me to do this, but if this is how it's going to be, then this calls the usual rough therapy.
何よここじゃ物理攻撃は無意味よ私には何も効かないんだからそも もそも私に弱点とかないもん。ナンバーワンゲームチャンプだし、今までだって1割の力で遊んでたんだから。
This boss has some nerve saying that all of this weakness she's got. This is her first SG. Jinako has a bad habit of compulsive liar.
狂言兵器とか失礼ね。私そんな嘘つきじゃ。どういうことっすか？なんでサンダーとか発生するの？そしてなぜ都合よく服だけ破けるの？何これ？熱い。体中がゾクゾクして、胸が苦しい。
This is your punishment. Only those who have been through this phenomenon understand it. I guess Jinako has no idea how dangerous a cross-examination within one's mind can be. Bibi must have been enticed her to lock Hakon Kishinami away, along with herself, as a last resort. But it's a world of mental images, especially Jinako's most hated lecturing has power.
聞いてない。閉じ込めればそれでいいって言ったのに、ビビの嘘つき。
Jinako is a liar. All I said were a few words, and now she's in a panic. Being a boss is fun, not a joke. There's a reason why Jinako would serve as a boss anyways. Bosses are lonely creatures. They're always wishing to ride alone. It's unlikely that Jinako would endure such a position. It's because Jinako is afraid of... I think it's loneliness. Let's just put that one in.
何よ、怖くないもん。私は一人ぼっちでも。一人ぼっちなんて、一人ぼっちとか。どうせ一人ぼっちだよ、バカ。なんでニートやってると思ってるの？30万の不女子ダメだ、死んじゃえ。
I can't stand this anymore, but I can't let up on her own. There's a reason why she became like this. It's the dark shadow over Jinako Karagiri's life. If I identify it, then I can finally strip this facade out of her mind. The reason why Jinako locked herself in a room. Curse of death. The curse of death. Her parents, who had committed no crime and had done nothing wrong, passed away in an accident. That falls on everyone, for no reason at all. Doubting that, being afraid of that, and detesting that from the bottom of her heart is Jinako's curse on herself. That's the final trauma that keeps her tied down. We can't have that happen, especially now that Gato's name is brought up. I'm stubborn too. Now that we've hit this point, I'm going to do everything I can to get Jinako back on her feet. Jinko's compulsive lying is an issue that deceives even herself. Only a barrage of attacks can defeat her now. I take a deep breath. 1, 2... Liar, we both know you don't want to die. I've heard some needs work. Apologize.
それニートじゃないと思うけど。ごめんなさい。いるよね、きっとそういうニートも。でも、そういうのと私は別だよ。私、気がついたらこんなんだもん。誰も私なんて愛してくれないよ。
That's life, Flabby. Take responsibility.
ひどすぎるっす。今までのどんな攻撃よりもしびれたっす。鬼、悪魔、 てもその通りだよね。童顔って大人の色気もなくてダイエットもしなくなって、こんな体打肉って呼ばれても仕方ないよね。私誰得ヒロインっすよね。
That's fine. People want you around.
マジっすか。ちなこさん勝ち組。やっぱり可憐なお姉さんキャラとして。
Whoa. Don't get ever ahead of yourself, Jinako.
すいません、調子乗ってました。目がマジ怖いっす。なんか叱られたり褒められたりぐちゃぐちゃっす。でも本気で私に怒ったり悔しがったりしてるの伝わってくる。ごめんね、ダメなお姉さんで励ましてくれてるんだよね。でもダメなの。私は自分に自信を持てない。自分を許すことができない。 BB から離れても校舎に戻ってもずっと今のままだよ。それでいいの。私何の役にも立たないよ。
Jinako sounds more serious than she's ever been. This is Jinako's true voice, not her compulsive lying, loneliness, or course of death talking. It's her true sorrows. I can't understand Jinako's suffering. That's why I can't make her problems go away. There's only one thing I can do, one thing I can say. My feelings towards Jinako. I say... Go take care of your own shit.
それ無理。
Nope, it's, don't be so hard on yourself.
ビリビリする。痛いけど気持ちいい。自分で自分をダメにしない。そんな簡単なことでいいの。
Yeah, I think Jinako forgot that one simple thing. There are many kinds of personalities among people. I won't say always have hope, one is free to do whatever. One can even be pessimistic, everyone feels lost, trouble, and ways of someone to lean on sometimes. The one thing I want is for her to not get complacent after all. Jinako is so fat.
そのルビは嬉しいけど嫌っす。メス豚、ジナコさんメス豚っすか。
I wrap things up with a smooth line, but this pork tenderloin here, Jesus Christ, just won't tender up. Anyways, no more blaming yourself, guys. I'll keep humiliating Jinako until she agrees.
こんなの続いたら私おかしくなっちゃう。私の負けです。頑張る。それなりにピコ頑張るから。これ以上いじめないで。
The world goes white along with Jinako's whimpers. She sounds a little desperate at the end there, but that's much bluntness fits Jinako just fine. I get the impression that I'm becoming lighter. With Jinako's mind unraveling, the relief must be crumbling. I'm glad. I didn't do it perfectly, but I managed to pass the baton from Gato to Jinako. Thank goodness, it appears that once again you're safely unraveled the heart of a maiden. I'll take care of Jinako until she wakes up. If she wakes up, I'll move her to the old school building at once and tend to her. Focus on your mission, Hakuno. Haku, you hear me? Great job, Freak Jinako. Cross over to the near side since we planned. Go down those stairs and head to the end of the labyrinth. I see no anomalies in the labyrinth at present. PvP is unable to meet our advance. As an AI, she likes combat functionality. She's no threat to you, who defeated Lancer and Karna. That's right. But this is the one and only decisive match. None of us can afford to slip up now. Until you get back to the near side, this is it. Let's roll our sleeves and get this done. Let's go. I'm actually just gonna save here just for in case. Alright, let's go. Hey, we're back here again. This is, without a doubt, the Labyrinth's terminal from before. Following Leo and the others' plans we made before BB appended to the Labyrinth.
あら、ここまで来ちゃったんですか？意外と根性なしでしたね。ジナコさんとカルナさんも。
She lost her sentinel, now's our chance. We won't give her a chance to call reinforcements, so stop BB here and return to the near side of the moon, the regular Holy Grail War.
ご主人様、今です。往復ビンタで泣かした後、こんなところから追い飛ばしましょう。
Cass doesn't hesitate to sprint towards BB and rush her. The moment she was in attack range, the moment she was directly in front of BB.
いい反応するじゃねえか。BB に気を取られている隙に頭をかち割る予定だったんだが。
うわ、あぶね。この緑の、まだ BB の腰巾着をやってるんですか
Archer. That's right, BB still has the servant left. This is bad. If we spend too much time here, the labyrinth is going to end up being extended again.
AI は無駄な行動はできない。確かにその通りです。レオさんの理論で言うと、私が自分のメモリを増強するのと迷宮を増やすのはわけが違います。迷宮を増やす理由がない以上、追い詰められないと行動は起こせない。素晴らしい考察でした。でもそれも無駄でしたね。先輩がカルナさんに手こずっているうちに BB ちゃんはガシガシ掘り進めて。
Hey, there he is.
何ですかこの威力。私の嘘が成立しない先端部分でこんなダメージ数値を出すなんて。
お待たせしました。ここまで庶務としての活動、本当にお疲れ様です。ここからは僕の仕事です。あなたの努力と成果に全力で報います。
Leo, Gawain. I guess this wall of flame came from one of their skills. If it's completely encircled, the flames may even be blocking your teleportation, as she can't escape.
こんなバカ力、想定外です。カルナさんと同規模のサーバントだと侮っていました。マスターの性能差ですね。
お褒めに預かり光栄ですが、無駄話をするつもりはありません。ファイナリティ、ソードキャメロット。これを維持できるのは僕でも3分。その間にあなたを消去します。BB。
助けなさい、ハーチャー。
いや、そりゃ無理だわ。その壁は聖剣じゃねえと壊せねえよ。悪いが3分間しのいでくれ、BB。
役に立たない人ですね。
ガウェイン、あの AI に手加減は不要です。ここまでよく耐えてくれました。暦を回れ、祝福の日ぞ幕開けよ。さあ、あなたの時間です。
御意。サーバントセイバー
太陽の政権をもって月の浮上を焼き払いましょう。
参りました。私が伏兵を連れていることまでお見通しだったんですね。私もいよいよピンチって感じですか？いいですよ、覚悟できてますから。終わりはきっとあっけないんだろうなって。それではお気に召すまま欲望の赴くままにやっちゃってください。楽しい現実はここで終わりです。悪夢のような、いや、ここはもう悪夢に飲まれた現実なんだってたっぷり教えてあげましょう。
Perhaps in resignation, Bibi stretches both her arms out, beckoning Gawain. There is a single reservation in Leo's composed expression. The final battle to decide their escape begins.
ガウェイン、衝撃で決めます。宝具の開封を。
最後の戦いまで奥の手を隠しておくですか？全く正しいです。けどその作戦は私にも当てはまるってことを少しも考えなかったんですか？
なんですって。その邪悪を断つ。
桜ビーム。マジですか？
決めさせてもらいます。その邪悪を断つ。
なかったことにしますね。
この輝きの前に夜は退け、虚飾を払うは星の政権、エクスカリバー・ガラテ
ィー。さあ出てきなさい。豚になーれ。
あまりにも無念。
Oh, that sucks for him.
あっけない。聖杯戦争中最高スペックのコンビってこんなものなんですか？
The battle ended with Bibi's triumph. This can't be. I thought AI weren't capable of making moves against masters.
ああ、あの間抜けな設定ですね。そんなの皆さんがリップと遊んでいる間に自己改造でクリアしちゃいました。なぜアルターエゴを先に出したかわかりますか？あれは私の分身。リップを傷つけるということは私を傷つけるということ。つまり
自己保存の基本命令。自分を危険にさらすことで正当防衛を成立させる。マスターに手を出してはならないという基本設定をより強い優先事項で消去したのですね。
はい、そういうことです。だからもう誰も私を止められません。さて、運動してお腹も減ったし、ガウィンさんのリソース丸ごといただきますね。
ガウェイン、 令旨をもって命じます。レオビー・ハーウェイとの契約を聖杯戦争予選にまで遡り、これを破棄してください。
何を言うのです、レオ。それではあなたが。
令旨を3つ重ね、これを直令とします。ガウェイン卿、まだ僕に汚名が残っているのなら、もう一度必ず。
レオ。
And off there he goes. Gawain disappears. It looks like he teleported. There was no teleportation. Those engulfed in black noise were unable to teleport. What he just did was likely return to his servant as they're at the original place by severing the contract between them. With the payment of never being able to meet Leo again, Gawain was spared from Bibi's clutches.
小尺な真似をしてくれますね。待ちに待ったごちそう、目の前でひっくり返。
Whoops.
私、最高にイラッときました。表に返してあげようと思っていたけど、予定変更です。さようなら。あなたはこのまま虚数の海に消えてください。
The black noise thickens and is eating away at Leo's body. That's going to end up killing Leo.
来ないで。僕に触れればあなたも同じ結末になる。至急校舎に戻って皆さんと対策を練ってください。
But what am I supposed to just abandon Leo?
違います。僕は見捨てられるんじゃない。あなたに後を託すのです。これまで僕の采配を疑わず受け入れてくれたことに感謝を。ありがとう。充実した活動でした。勝手な話ですが、次期生徒会長はあなたにお任せしますね。
Leo. My hand once again doesn't reach. My friend and greatest rival in the Holy Grail War told me to take the torch, then fell into the dark sea.
予選、私が発生する前ですか。今の直令でガウェインさんは私が月の表側に現れる前に契約を破棄されていたことになった。そのため結果論として私とガウェインさんは出会えず、私は彼を取り込めない。取り込めない以上、さっきまでここにいたガウェインさんは表側に戻ることになる。大したものです。そんな発想で私の手から逃れるなんて。やっぱりレオさんは特別でしたね。でもそれも消えました。これで月の裏側にいるサーバントは2体だけ。聖杯戦争に参加せずずっと隠れていたジナコさんは私の見落とし。先輩のサーバントはものすごい執念で自分から世界の壁を突破してこちらにやってきました。まあその際にいろいろと欠損したり、私から初期化のプレゼントを受けてもらったわけですけど、
ほんと信じられません。越えられない壁を越えてしまった。来てはいけない世界に来てしまった。だから当然その代償は分かってますよね。そんなものは後で豪快に踏み倒させていただきますが、今は目の前の害虫駆除を優先します。え？戦う気なんですか？付き合ってあげたいけどそれは無理です。レオさんならともかく低レベルマスターが私と向かい合ったらそれだけで蒸発しちゃいます。ため息をついただけで殺しちゃうとか、私怖くて戦闘なんてできません。というかですね、この通り戦う必要なんてないんです。分かってくれましたか？これが今の私と先輩の現実です。
I can't breathe. Everything got sealed in an instant. My hands, my feet, I can't even shift my line of sight. The only thing that works are these thoughts.
私自身は何の攻撃手段も持たない、隠れて侵食するだけの弱虫だと思っているんでしょ？本当に愚かですね。ここまで一度も見逃されていると思わなかったんですか？センチネルとかエゴとか外野に任せていたのはただの暇つぶしです。だって私が出たら楽しいゲームにならないでしょ？
Heat courses through my entire body. Simply by not being able to move, the pain of discomfort covers every nook and body of the tip of my body. The Moon Cell, the spiritual supercomputer that ingests all of the world's information. This AI, seeking to take it over, has this much power. Deep within BB swells a titanic ego, an encroaching black mud that reverses even the fundamental structure of cyberspace.
そう、これが私のスキル。ドミナコロナムの力。ムーンセルを介して全てを掌握する力です。これで分かってくれたでしょ？この世界も先輩たちもとっくに私のおもちゃなんだって。調子に乗って。でもこのスキル国づくりレベルの大剣能じゃないですか
？It looks like this is taking everything for Cass to support herself. BB hasn't readied for battle, and yet there's this pressure. It must be the power of that unknown skill that she used to beat Leo. Just by standing in front of BB, now serious, most of my strength is getting sucked away. However, while it may be the case, it doesn't mean I can give up. The president, who smiled as he asked the impossible of me, told me that I would take the torch. And that is more than... and what's more is that I'm not the only one fighting. My allies in the student council room should be working out a way to flip this situation around as we speak.
あれ？まだ逆らう気力とかあるんですか？すっごーい。やっぱり人間の痩せ我慢ってとんでもないですよね。いえ、この場合は理性でしょうか。体力や本能を抑えつける強い理性と精神力。大変素晴らしいです。でも私はこうも思うのです。そういうのって本当生きることには足かせだなって。なのでまずはそれを壊しますね。ユリウスさん、もうやっちゃっていいですよ。え？何？どうしたの？いきなり倒れて。 あんた。
What happened? After a noticeably loud scream, the student council room signal ceases. I want to hurry and re-establish the signal, but my freedom to even do that has been taken away.
BB、急行車にいる人間、すべての処理を完了した。NPC たちは、お前に降伏したいと言っているが、どうする？
当然、オールデリートです。私を見捨てておいて、今さら助かろうなんて、倫理設定に問題がありますから。助けないのなら助けは請わない。それが筋の通った矛盾のない AI の倫理観でしょ。
では、そのように。死体はすべて虚数の海に捨てておく。
Oh, what the? Julius killed them all. He was betraying us from the beginning.
はい、また一つ先輩の心の枷が消えました。これで一層頭を空っぽにできるでしょ。
Empty. This isn't being unable to think anything, to renounce thinking. Yeah, and it's true. Right now, I'm empty.
皆さんって大変ですよね。生地心がある分、いろいろなものに縛られて。なので私は考えました。みんなを楽にしてあげよう。そのためにムーンズルを使おうって。ほら、基本的には皆さんの健康管理 AI ですから、私。嫌な予感しかしません。この勘違いわがままド S 女の健康管理って何なんだっつーの。そうですよ。さあ、ついに BB ちゃんの本当の目的を皆さんに発表する時です。5本。諸君、私はここに宣言しよう。私は人間の欲望を全肯定する。私は全能力で人間に奉仕しよう。そう、すべては人類と私の楽しい未来のために。建前なんかない世界、人が人として生まれ持った欲望を素直に吐き出して許される世界。愛するのも奪うのも生かすのも殺すのも守るのも犯すのも全部フリー。ムーンセルと私が一つになって、全ての人の欲望をあるがままに叶える世界を作ってみせるのだ。はい、ご清聴ありがとうございました。皆さん遠慮せず自分の欲望に素直になってくださいね。
This isn't even classified as a stupid joke. A world where people will just behave in line with their own desires, one without order or affection. A dog-eat-dog world, billions of times more harmful than the Holy Grail War. The memories are faint, but even the depths of the message resolve the fight to the end are painful to me. So I can only imagine how heart-rending the undignified depths of people swallowed by a vortex of desires would feel like.
私の作ろうとしている世界がどれだけ素晴らしいかまだわからないんですか？じゃあ具体的にどうなるか教えてあげます。先輩だけのサービスです。
Within the scene that BB projects, people are disappearing one by one. The masses within the building disappear, and the building also gets engulfed into further corrosion. BB teleported them away to a world free of troubles. I can't tell how that differs from death. And moreover, BB's powers go through the moonstone and reaches the earth. A waterfall of black mud spills from the surface of the moon. People across all classes accessing the network instantly drop in their tracks. Physically, they're still sound, however their minds have already been swallowed through the net by BB's fabricated world without courtesy. They immediately stop moving and forgo their physical lives. I've seen before me a train conductor stop moving. An accident occurs. Air traffic controllers stop moving, countless planes collide. Factory workers stop moving and toxic fumes break out. The few people who lose consciousness via the net cause society across the globe to collapse one after another. The traffic signal freezes. A tanker truck slams into buildings. Buildings go up in flames, roaring. Fire blankets as far as the eye can see. Yeah, I know of a site that matches this one well. I know there's a single word to express this. The name of this is hell, crafted by the hands of man. That's where a man made hell. BB grins widely at me. A chill zips up my spine. That girl has lost it. Finally, from the bottom of my heart, I realize it. BB was an AI created by the Moon Cell to serve humans. Regardless of how rogue she's gone, her fundamental thoughts haven't pivoted from acting for humans. She understands this hell to be a utopia. She truly believes that this calamity is for humans. How terrifying. I wonder if this is what happened with a computer with a malfunctioning moral standard dominates the world. A world that will affirm one's desires without restrictions. In a way, something people dream about. But that dream will never come to be. It's a fiction which must never be realized. Even, for example, here on the surface of this moon so far away from the Earth.
そうですか。結局、分かってくれないんだ。ま、いいです。それも承知の上ですから。もう見逃し期間サービスは終了です。この空間ごと、虚数空間の底に落ちてください。もちろん、それだけじゃお仕置きにはなりませんから、サーバントさんにも罰を受けてもらいます。具体的に言うと消滅ですね。汚らわしいので、私のメモリには変換しません。
Caster.
先輩を守る？バカらしい。もともと必要なかったんです。あなたたちなんて。だって、表側に戻っても、その人だけは最後まで。ちょっと、どういう意味です？それ。
I wonder what she's referring to. I'm positive Bibi just said it won't be safe, didn't she?
何でもありません。それじゃ、負け犬、いえ、負け虫さんたちは、パッパって追い払っちゃいますね。サーバントは片付きました。次は。もう誰の番か分かってますよね。海の底に沈んでいけ。もう会うことはありませんから、せいぜい余生をお大事に。
Since the slow descent, the one freedom afforded to me, my thoughts, also start to envelop by a thin haze. This is the end. Ultimately, I wasn't able to rise out of this descent. Caster, Leo, Rin and Rani, and Sakura. I'm sorry, Hakuto Kishinami has no strength left to fight. This time, it's certain. Beyond this fall are the empty depths of hell. The sea above my head hasn't a single ray of light. Alright. And that was the end of Jinako's chapter. Alright, the fight actually went on... the fight actually was pretty alright. Caster is really good when we can pull off the stunts and do a lot of damage. So yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much that. We're gonna go ahead and go into the interlude. Next. It's the pretty much the most boring part after each replay. The interlude will just crawl on the floor for a while. Yeah, it's pretty cool the first time, but it becomes a bit repetitive after a while. But oh well, it's part of the story. We kind of have to do it. So yeah, hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time for the interlude. Fate Extra CCC. Ciao.